Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to begin by giving all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Shalom to the Fleet. Right now, you saw that first video, right? I just put that in there, right? But there's another video I want to show, right? That you'll see it even goes. It continues to go into this food situation, right? It says anyone that doesn't eat pork that isn't a Muslim is an attention seeker. Get a grip. Right? That's what this guy said. So if you go to his page, right, you'll see that somebody commented on it, right? Somebody commented on his page or on this post and said, mind you, nobody of an Abrahamic religion is supposed to eat pork. Christians just barely follow the book. Now she tried to defend, right? But I mean, Christianity and Islam, that's really irrelevant, right? This is all about the Israelites, right? More so the elect. This is all about the tribes of Israel, you know? So, but she was correct though. We're not supposed to eat pork. If you go through the scriptures, you're not supposed to eat pork. You're not supposed to eat any abominable thing, right? But there's a thing called the community notes on Twitter, and it's supposed to fact check, you know, it's supposed to fact check information on the platform. But this community note is incorrect. It says, I'm gonna read it verbatim. It says Jesus declared all foods clean, Mark 7:8-19, which is completely off, completely incorrect, right? If you go, and this is going to be a quick lesson, right? It's going to be real quick. If you go to Mark, it's really talking about verse 18 and 19, right? And it says, and he saith unto them, are ye so without understanding also? Do ye not perceive that whatsoever thing from without entereth into a man, it cannot defile him, because it entereth not into his heart, but into the belly, and goeth out into the draught, purging all meats. Now this cannot mean that we can eat anything. Why? Very simple. The scriptures are true because of prophecy, right? In order for you to truly believe in the scriptures, you must believe in prophecy. Isaiah 66 is a prophecy, something that will come to pass. And this is really one of the many scriptures that can be brought out to disprove this notion that we can now eat anything. It's like it. This is Isaiah 66:15. For behold, the Lord will come with fire, and with his chariots like a whirlwind, to render his anger with fury and his rebuke with flames of fire. For by fire and by his sword will the Lord plead with all flesh, and the slain of the Lord shall be many. They that sanctify themselves and purify themselves in the gardens, eating behind one tree in the midst, eating swine's flesh, and the abomination and the mouse shall be consumed together. Saith the Lord, you're going to be destroyed with fire. You're going to be destroyed for doing these types of things. This is a prophecy, so this thing must come to pass. Yahushua, the son of Yahweh, would not discredit anything that Yahweh, the Lord, the Father, placed on the prophets to prophesy. He placed the spirit on Isaiah to say this. So why would his son come and basically backdoor the Lord, his father, and say, no, that's not going to happen. You can eat whatever that doesn't make sense. People will go to Romans 4, it's like in Romans 14 and 14 and say that's talking about, no, that's just like today. You got people who abstain from meat now. There's nothing wrong with that. That's a personal choice. There's people who abstain from drinking, from strong drink, alcohol. It's not a sin. But to eat swine's flesh, to eat catfish, lobster, the octopus in the beginning, to eat any of these things, it's abominable. You will be destroyed for it. Right? People also go to this account in Acts, right? Where Peter had the dream. Right? And I'm not gonna read it. But it talks about the dream where it said, well, I'll read a little bit. Right? Verse 13, Acts 10:13 says, and there came a voice unto him, rise, Peter, kill and eat. But Peter said, not so, Lord, for I have never eaten anything that is common or unclean. Of course he wouldn't do this. Why? Because he knows that these things are unclean. Even though the Lord is telling him to do this, there's a purpose behind it. This is not the Lord giving Peter a okay that now you can eat any unclean food. You being that's simple. So like, let me that's being simple-minded. You want to eat pork so damn bad that you will believe that this is what this is that this is the important part of. No. The important part was that Peter, needed to accept Cornelius, which is an Israelite foreigner. They needed to, and now that I said that, if you don't believe that, let's scroll down. Acts 10:28. And he said unto them, this is Peter speaking, Salakia. And he said unto them, ye know how that it is an unlawful thing for a man that is a Jew to keep company or to come into one of another nation. But the Most High has showed me that I should not call any man common or unclean. But when you study, you will see that it says of another nation. But what does this word another nation mean? It doesn't mean, because somebody will read this and say, oh, it says another nation, so it means a nation outside of the nation of Israel. No. Go into the Greek. Go into the Greek. Right here, another nation, G246. Right? Click into it, and you'll see it's a two-part word. I forgot what that word means. Well, I forgot the name of it when it's two words put together. I can't remember. But these are two words put together because you need to go into the etymology. The elder apostles tell us this constantly. You need to go into the origin of words, the etymology of a word. Right? And honestly, just from my own, I've never looked up what the word etymology actually means. It says the study of the origin of words and the way in which their meanings have changed throughout history. You can't change how these things work, right? So, but if you look at it, it's derived from two separate words. The first word is the first part. If you can see, the letters are the same. The first four letters of this one are the first four of this. The same as the second one. These three are right here. So it's derived from that. So if you read here, if you don't go into the etymology, you just see it just says foreign. Somebody who's foreign. But what does it really mean? Right? Or like right here, it says one of another nation. But that's just the same thing that the English was saying, or not the English, but that the verse said. But when you go into the etymology of the word, you'll see the first part of it means what it's supposed to mean, right? Another, right here, another or other. But the last part of it means what? A tribe. Look, in the New Testament, all the persons descending from one of the 12 tribes of the 12 sons of the patriarch Jacob. So that's what it's talking about. Another tribe, right? So you can really replace that. It says, so Acts 10:28, it says, and he said unto them, Ye know how that is an unlawful thing for a man that is a Jew to keep company or come unto one of another tribe. Why? Because there was turmoil between these tribes. There was the northern kingdom they dispersed, and they started acting like these other nations. Why do you think there was a book called the Book of Romans? Because these people were acting like Romans, right? Paul went to, he sent the people of Rome a letter, right? Just all you gotta do is just go to Romans 1. It says, Romans 1:1, Paul, a servant of Hamashiach Yahushua, called to be an apostle, separated unto the gospel of the Most High, which he had promised afore by his prophets in the holy scriptures, concerning his son Hamashiach Yahushua, our Lord, which was made of the seed of David according to the flesh, and declared to be the Son of the Most High with power, according to the Spirit of holiness, by the resurrection from the dead, by whom we have received grace and apostleship for obedience in the faith among all nations for his name, among whom ye are also called of Hamashiach Yahushua, to all that be in Rome, beloved of the Most High, called to be saints. Who are the saints? The Israelites. Go read the book of Psalms. It tells you this. Grace to you and peace from our Father, and it says peace from the Most High, our Father, and the Lord Hamashiach Yahushua. So it tells you who these. There was a split. They weren't dealing with the northern kingdom because they were acting like Gentiles. They were being like the other nations. They were becoming Gentiles. Let's read this. This is 1 Corinthians 2. 1 Corinthians 12 and 2. It says, ye know that ye were Gentiles, carried away unto these dumb idols, even as ye were led. So these people, they were acting like these Gentiles. They were acting like these other nations. They were taking on their customs, their culture. This is what they were doing. So that's why, this is where all this comes from. Now, I'm gonna end it right here, because again, I feel like I hope this was edifying. You can't eat abominable things. You can't eat unclean things. If the Lord told you not to do it, you can't do it. You can't do it. Even Yahushua said of the Pharisees, what? Let's read. I know it's in Matthew. I know this is gonna be vague. Let's go to. It's in the book of Matthew. Matthew 23 and 3. Or, yeah, I'll just try one. Matthew 23 and 1. It says, then spake Yahushua to the multitude and to his disciples, saying, the scribes and the Pharisees sit in Moses' seat. Moses' seat, this is Moses we're talking about. It says, verse 3, all therefore, whatsoever they bid you observe, that observe and do. He's telling you to do what they was telling you to do. They tell you can't eat these abominable foods, you can't do it. But the problem with the Pharisees is what? It says, but do not ye after their works, for they say and do not. They will be hypocrites. So, I mean, like I said, Lord willing, is fine. You know, I'm just going to end it right there. You can't eat abominable foods, right? So, I'm going to end this by giving all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Bahashem, Makakwatash. Double honors to the apostles and the others of Great Millstone. Shalom Tophet.